Hello, hello, everybody. All right, haven't been on in a while. Um, God, a long time. 226 days of my 65th year have gone by. I've got 139 days to my 65th birthday, and hoping that I make it. Um, Today is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. Today would have been my mom's 99th birthday. Oh no, wrong. 98th birthday. I think about her almost every day. Usually in a something she would have said or done or comment she would have made. I use her little sayings a lot. Miss you, Mom. Anyway, today's Thursday, like I said. Sunday, Saturday, I was feeling a little under the weather. Worked Saturday, worked Sunday. And when I came home Sunday, I was feeling kind of very tired and feverish watching the football games. Watched the whole Cincinnati game and slept off and on throughout the Rams San Francisco game. I was looking for it to be the Rams and Cincinnati. Would have reminded me back in, I think it was 82 when I first moved into my first house in Melbourne. I remember Super Bowl Sunday, we're moving into the house and I'm watching it on a little 10-inch portable TV with back when you could use an bunny ears antenna, black and white. Was it Joe Montana? I'm here in Melbourne, Florida, and I believe Chris, the wide receiver for Cincinnati. I can't remember his name, from Titusville, just 30 miles from here. Joe Montana, I believe Jerry Rice. I don't think, was it Boomer that was the quarterback? Nah, I don't think so. I don't remember. But anyways, I was hoping that was a repeat of that, but it didn't come out that way. And like I said, I slept through most of that. Woke up Monday morning. Well, Sunday night it was hot and cold all night. Woke up soaking wet. Had fevers off and on all day Monday. So Tuesday, decided to go get a COVID test. I did. This morning I get the text with the results that tested positive. Not in the best shape to be having COVID. It's always worried me. Fat, overweight, old, former smoker, recent smoker. What else? What else I got going against me? High blood pressure. I don't know. So I've gone through 2 or 3 days of fevers off and on. Uh, I guess the best thing, looking at a positive of this, so Sunday I've lost about 10 pounds, which can't hurt me at all. When I only need to lose about 80 more, I guess, probably. I really need to lose 40 more to get my knee fixed, which I can't hardly walk anymore. So hopefully it'll be a interesting journal and not a troublesome one that I'm reporting on. Other than feeling like shit and run down, and I've sweated an awful lot. Even without a fever, I just wake up soaking wet. Aches, pains, flu-like symptoms. We all get flu-like symptoms. And today, I feel a little congested. My biggest worry is that not getting into my lungs. So I think I'm going to go old school today and get me some Vicks and my grandmother and mother's old remedy of when you got sick is rub you down with Vicks, stick you underneath the blankets, and you sweat it out. We used to have this huge feather thick called the Pajuna, and you stayed underneath there till the fever broke or it killed you, I guess. I don't know. Always survived, but as a kid, this big feather thick just covered you up and inhaled you, and especially when you're wrapped up in flannel and covered in Vicks, you couldn't move. So I think I'm gonna try that today with maybe a hot Epsom salt bath with some kind of vapor in it, and be reporting on it tomorrow. Hello. I wish I could read that, but I can't. Yum today, huh? Is that name Russian? All right. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Bad time to be getting this for me because I've been working 4 days a week, putting in somewhere between 20 and 30 hours a week, depending on. Starting this week, I was scheduled for only 3 days a week. I call it my spring fishing schedule. My neighbor is coming down from Michigan. They're supposed to be leaving sometime this week, trying to make it down here from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to here and time it so they aren't in too many storms. The way these winter storms been going through the last couple of weeks, they're going to have a rough time, I think. But hopefully they'll make it down. Look forward to Jeff. I posted a video earlier this year of our fishing of the last 2 springs. Last year I wasn't working at all, and we were going 3, 4, some days 5 days a week bass fishing. I loved it, and, and so unfortunately I have to work to make ends meet, but I think I got the schedule to where that'll be enough days for me to work, um, be able to do 1 day of virtual school math with my grandson and fish 3 days and work 3 days. Sounds perfect. What could be better? Uh, I'm just hoping that my knee allows me to. Um, if it doesn't, I'm cutting a damn leg off because I don't know. Gotta fish. Gotta fish. That's my fishing is my escape from reality and my relaxation of life. Those of you who don't fish don't understand. Those of you that do fish know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, it's great when you catch fish, but even if you don't, um, it's an enjoyable time, and there's nothing like it. Um, looking forward to catching some good fish this year. I got a couple spots, new spots, hopefully that we'll be able to try. Um, on lakes that we fished last year, I got a couple spots, so I'll be posting videos of it. If I can figure out this GoPro camera, I think I got it down. It's just a matter of downloading the videos and getting them on, and be letting you know on how that works out. Um, my job that I'm doing right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm a prep cook at Long Doggers in Vieira, Florida. Nice people there. I enjoy everybody I work with there. Uh, they make it very enjoyable. They a couple of them look out for the old man. Um, no problems of a lot of things are up high on shelves, and my short ass can't reach. So I made friends with the tallest guys. I really enjoy working there. Pat, who's trained me on prep and taught me all the ins and outs of the systems there. Great guy to work with. Really looks out for the company. Um, they don't realize what I really don't think they realize what kind of special person they have there. Making sure that they're serving quality food and taking care of things that need to be. It's the cleanest, one of the cleanest kitchens I've ever worked in, and the reason for that is these guys take it upon themselves that when they don't have anything to do, they clean, and they do a great job with it. Who's missing that shrimp pasta? Yeah, well, Sorry to say those are days gone by, and yeah, I miss it too. Um, there's a lot of dishes I miss from that place over there that sells that shrimp pasta. Um, Still kind of bitter about how we parted ways, and I don't think I can should say or want to say anything else about that. I do know when I go by there, I just look at uh, things haven't changed in 10 years there. I mean, menu change, nothing. It just, um, I wish, to be honest with you, I wish I would have known Bill and Wanda was looking to get rid of the place. Um, I think I could have lined up a few investors that could have took it over from him, but that didn't happen. Uh, I really got always got new ideas for what I'd be doing there right now, and changes that I would make to the menu and so forth because I know some of the things that they can't be serving anymore. Hell, I seen king crab in Publix the other day. $54 a pound. $54 a pound. Yeah, a restaurant can't serve that, especially a someplace like that. Chart House, yeah, yeah, they can get $120 for a pound of king crab. Um, not a casual dining restaurant. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, even snow crab is up to what, $25 a pound. That's ridiculous. Uh, when I left there, we were paying, I think, $18 a pound, $19 a pound for king crab. Might have been 25, but I mean, we were charging $35 for a pound of king crab. Hell, you got to charge $40 for a pound of snow crab these days. It's crazy. So those kind of items that I'm sure they still got on the menu that sitting in the freezer just doing nothing. People aren't going to buy that. They can't afford that. So you got to think outside the box and uh, what kind of deals you can use and new products and new ideas. Um, but that's not my game anymore. Wish it was. Um, I love uh, the things that Long Dogger serve. It's funny. My first day there, I made a black bean and corn salsa, and I'm like, this is just like the one I make at home, except I add tomatoes. Um, we made a. We also serve a mango salsa. Um, Basically the same mango salsa I make at home. Expensive. Yeah, that's expensive. I, you know, I'm just wondering, eh, when it was my job to know what was going on with the seafood industry. I used to keep up on what was going on with the crab and the different fish, and I know with the fish in the Northeast, people who don't believe in uh, this global warming. Well, take a look at your seafood. The banks uh, that they used to just get all kinds of cod and haddock and pollock. The fishing grounds that they used to row boats out to in the Northeast off of Massachusetts and Connecticut and so forth. Uh, those fish aren't there anymore because the water's too warm. They've moved further and further offshore to get to colder weather. And I don't know if that's what's happening with the snow crab and the king crab, um, or if more of it's getting exported to China. Um, I know my last few years of dealing with king crab, um, half the time the king crab we were getting was Russian king crab. It wasn't even caught by U.S. boats. It was caught by the Russians. It's crazy. Uh, and anyway, I was wondering what are they getting the quotas being cut for the crab fishermen, the deadliest catch guys? Yeah, well, to be honest with you, the river started to get better. Um, if we're talking about the Indian River here by me, um, now all of a sudden the problem is the manatees. Um, the manatees have ate up so much of the grass in the river, which is the grass in the river is a habitat for uh, fish from, I mean, seafood from plankton type things to big fish. I mean, it, it's the beginning of where the cycle begins. And when that grass is gone, uh, there's no place for uh, bait fish and shrimp to hide or feed. I mean, they feed on these things that come off that grass. Up at the northern end of the county, um, I got a friend that used to go shrimping up there near Titusville, and there are no shrimp because the manatees have ate all the grass where the shrimp would um, spawn and start the beginning of life. Um, so I don't know what they're doing now. The south end of the river is it's starting to clean up some. Everybody believes, eh, not everybody. You hear a lot of people complain that it's dumping sewage and stuff in the river. Yeah, that's an issue. But the biggest issue, in my belief, is um, the people with the pretty lawns that have to have it look beautiful. And when we fertilize, and between the fertilizer and the insecticides that we put on those lawns, when it rains, it washes into the river. Um, when we cut the grass, we're blowing that dead grass into the river, which then again it rots and settles down to the bottom. When we're throwing excessive nitrogen into the water. Guess what that makes? More plants. And not the plants we want, it's algae. And when we get the red tides and the algae blooms and uh, wonder where it's coming from, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but to me, it's just kind of common sense. It doesn't make, I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist or a environmentalist to know that a little bit of science and biology that nitrogen causes plants to grow quite rapidly. Algae is a plant, and red tide is a red algae. Um, it's got to do with all the crap we throw in the water. Um, who knows what kind of barrels we've dumped offshore that nobody knows about? Uh, I got the feeling our government's dumped so much shit off the bottom of the ocean that we don't know about. And uh, how long do these barrels last before they open up and let go of this stuff? Yeah. Well, yeah, I the biggest trout I ever caught was back uh, what um late 80s, mid 80s. I caught it off a Pineapple Park Library pier. Um, that's before they put the new O'Galley Causeway in. There used to be a uh, drawbridge there, not a drawbridge. Actually, it was a one that turned and to open up to let boats through. And it was at least once a week that it would get stuck and traffic would be all backed up because couldn't get through. But anyway, the grass flats off of that park there used to be awesome. And in the springtime, it was a breeding ground for the trout. Um, I had a 7.5 pound trout off of that pier. Caught it on a pigfish that I caught right there. And I remember I had it wrapped in layers and layers of newspaper in my freezer. Probably had it in there 10 years. I was always wanting to get it mounted, but never did. Hell, I don't even know if you can catch a trout off that pier anymore. Uh, the biggest thing in the catching in the river now is there's just an abundance of blowfish, pufferfish, whatever the hell you want to call them, porcupine fish, and catfish. I mean, it's just crazy. Um, one thing you used to see in the river that I probably haven't seen in 15, 20 years. It's a horseshoe crab. Um, you always used to see them wandering around the shoreline in the shallow water. I can't remember the last time I seen one, honestly. Um, part of the things that's hurt the river also, which they're trying to bring back, is the clams and oysters. Um, during the '90s, we just totally um, ruined the river of depleted the river of clams. Um, Used to go over that causeway and there'd be you go over the Melbourne Causeway and you could count at least 10 to 20 clammers out there digging clams every day. Um, they ended up getting to the point where I think they just over harvested and took everything. And one thing you got to understand about a clam and an oyster, um, they're a huge filtration system. I, I think an oyster, I don't know, I think it's something like 50 gallons of water a day it filters. I don't know. I could be wrong. The numbers are it's just unreal that something that's, you know, this big, 4 inches around.